don't get me wrong, I love racing and I go no matter what the results, what the weather and all that, like, that's my life. But yeah, I get out of bed with more of a smile on my face and there's a sort of spring in my step, and yeah, it's fantastic. And we just need it to continue.
We thought it would be the bike that would allow us to raise our performance significantly, and so far we've definitely not been disappointed. And I think there was a lot of pre-season talk from people about how you can't just buy a Kawasaki and go fast, and actually not just ourselves, a number of teams are sort of breaking that myth. It's a great bike. A big incident yesterday where we literally created a fireball down at Hizzy's chicane, and a big moment for us.
Just coming into Hizzy's, lost the front and slid onto the grass, bike dug in, flipped, split the tank, got back on the track, spark, boom.
I was tipped off by Larry Carter in the pit lane that Chris was down and the bike was on fire, and obviously my heart sunk then, but very shortly after that I saw the live MSV pictures, and then we were really concerned. He was up and about, Chris, and he looks okay, but the bike looked like it was terminal, and pretty much it was.
Oh mate, it's phenomenal, but that's commitment, you know, to drag a bike full of fuel on fire out of a ball of fire, you know, just to save it, and obviously save the lads a lot of work. That's proper commitment, and he does have a love for his motorbikes. You know, he says good night to him and good morning, and really does look after him. So yeah, I was really impressed with that, and to go back out and do a 35.9 straight away as well, it shows some guts. What should have been a little crash, maybe a new handlebar, brake lever, footrest, turned into a full bike rebuild, fire extinguisher fluid in the engine, you know, frame was damaged, pretty much everything. You know, in 2.5 hours, the guys rallied round. We actually pulled together both sides of the garage to build virtually a brand new superbike. To be honest, I think it pretty much is new. There's not a lot that's still the same from before the crash. My wife, Rachel, she said to me, "How is it?" And I said, "It's pretty bad." And she had a quick look at it and said, "Well, the exhaust looks all right." And that literally was about it. But no, I mean, the boys have worked amazingly well. And to be fair to the team, it's a proper team. They had all the bits in the truck. You know, sub-assemblies were ready, everything was there. Roger, my crew chief, sorted the job out. Chunty and Dasma mechanics did an awesome job, so no, fair play. I didn't think I was going to get out for qualifying, so to get through to, you know, from Q1 to Q2, then to Q3, was amazing, really. Been 3 laps, it's fastest lap of the weekend, so that's a measure not only of the team, but Chris Walker.
James is third after, to be fair, he's been the silent hero of this weekend, because the focus has been on Chris because of the crash on that, and James hasn't really had the thanks for what he's done so far. But yeah, he's dug in really well. He's just a couple of tenths off a shaky. He is carrying a small fracture to his pelvis, and he's done a little bit of muscle and ligament damage. His preparation and the way he deals with those things away from the track is absolutely first class. Cracked it from Brands Hatch on the high side in the wet. It's really sore, to be honest with you, but on the bike you just kind of forget about it a little bit. It's usually just getting on and off the bike, and then sometimes you're reminded in a couple of chicanes where it's really physical, you're reminded that you are still in a bit of pain, but shouldn't be too much of an issue in the race. Just my arms have to work a bit harder than normal, because I usually steer with my legs quite a lot, and obviously they're just a little bit less dominant than they usually are, so I have to kind of work with my arms a lot more. So I think the race is going to be a really physical one. Well, both of them, 18 laps around here. I think the longest one we've done was in warm-up at 10 laps, and I felt okay. We've got to add another 8 laps on that race pace, so it'll be interesting to see where we end up. You come racing to try and be up the sharp end, and you come racing to try and qualify on the front 2 rows and try and win some races, and we've been trying to do that for a long while. So it's nice to finally see some of that happening.
The green helmet of James Ellison. The lights go out, and then thousands of horsepower hit the deck, and Shaky Byrne gets a brilliant start on the Rapid Solicitors Kawasaki and dives into the lead, with Brooks holding off James Ellison's attempt to get underneath him. Whoa, big moment. Oh no! And a collision going down the hill towards Cascades. Wowee!
Walker's well tried to have a look.
He's feeling the pressure from that man Ellison, and also Brooks is kind of regrouping as well.
I heard it, I heard that.
Walker's gone down, and that's... Oh, Chris,
yep, he hit it
so well. at a track, of course, where it's not quite the same bend, but up at the top of that hill at Druids, I remember him breaking his kneecap when he came off there years ago. Look at this, Tommy Bridewell getting a big pardon, I'm behind myself. It's Brooks getting level with the Cumbrian James Ellison. Dropping down the hill here, Keogh's beginning to look really menacing. Whoa.
Is that Ellison?
That's
how Ellison's made a big mistake there.
I think James Ellison has dropped clean off the track. He's rejoined from the grass, still in one piece, securely in third place, but at least he's left a bit of open track now. Can Brooks do anything about Shaky Burn?
What's he done? Oh, he's just got it too hot and decided better of it.
First race here at Oulton Park. Third place for James Ellison.
100% podium record for the 3 races, three starts, 3 podiums, so really happy. Chris has got good pace and is keen to show that in terms of results. But mistake there, a crash. You know, it's been a testing weekend for the boys on his side of the garage anyway, so you know, I think he knows, he owes the boys, that the lads a result in race 2, to be honest.
Lights go out, clutches out, throttles, flat stick open down the road towards Old Hall, and a terrific start from the second row by Ellison.
You've got to be smooth and confident and not making any mistakes.
Oh, look at that.
And you know the best thing about that, he made it look so easy, without anybody running wide and any fairing bashing.
And here's Walker. Walker cuts underneath and decides he's going to make amends for his first race mistake and sides through into third place. The 2 Kawasaki's locked together, the teammates of course, as Ellison cuts through inside Chris Walker. But Easton's that brave man, because here he comes, he drops into Old Hall corner and cuts through into 4th place. What a contrast in styles between these two, James. Oh, here's Ellison. Ellison tried to pull that move when he lost it and went onto the grass in the first race. This time a clean pass on Shaky Burn. Oh, this is a great race. So now James Ellison has got his eyes focused on the Yamaha. Shaky Burn is back in front of James Ellison. I thought that just as we moved away from the leaders, I thought Ellison had made a mistake and overshot at the top of Clay Hill. What a contest. Third for James Ellison. Walker finishes back in 8th place.
Yeah, good weekend. 2 more podiums for James, fantastic. Keeps him alive and at the front of the championship. I think he might have just slipped behind Josh there, who knows, but very tight. Good to see Shaky not winning both races from a points point of view. Tough weekend on Chris's side of the garage. Did bring it home for, I think it was an 8th place in the second race. I'm sure he'll be out to, he'll be lamenting on that in the break we've got now before Snetterton, but he'll be back. And I'd just like to thank the whole team for another good job, well done.